You'll always be home to me.
I hear the train come rolling round the bend, and I ain't seen sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. Time keeps dragging on, but that train keeps rolling down to San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. And when I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. I bet there's rich folks eating in a fancy dining car, and they're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free, but those people keep moving. That's what tortures me. Oh, if they freed me from this prison and that railroad train was mine, I'd probably move it on a little farther down the line, far from Folsom Prison. That's where I want to stay. And I let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Cause baby, now we've got it, blood. And now we used to be in love. So take a look what you've done. Cause baby, now we've got it, blood. Now we've got it, blood. So I don't think we can love. You better really take it. And baby, now we've got it, blood. Did you have to do this? I was thinking that you could be trusted. Did you have to ruin what was shiny? Now it's all rusted. think we'd be fine. Still got scars that look back from your night. So don't think it's in the past. These kind of words, they last and they last. Now did you think it all through? All these things will catch up to you. And time can't heal with this won't. So if you're coming my way, just don't. Oh, it's so sad to think about the good times you and I. 'Cause baby, now we've got it, to know we used to be. So take a look at time. 'Cause baby, now we've got it. Now we've got it. Shit, I don't think we can. You made it really deep. And baby, now we've got it. Band-aids don't fix bullet holes. You say sorry just for show. You live like that, you live with ghosts. Band-aids don't fix bullet holes. You say sorry just for show. If you live like that, you live with ghosts. Shove your love like that, blood run. 'Cause baby, now we got it. You know we used to be. So take a look at time. 'Cause baby, now we got it. Now we got it. Shit, I don't think we can. You made it really deep. And baby, now we got it. 'Cause baby, now we got it. You know we used to be. So take a look at time. 'Cause baby, now we got it. Now we got it. Shit, I don't think we can. You made it really deep. And baby, now we got it.
Blame it all on my roots. I showed up in boots and ruined your black tie affair. The last one to know, the last one to show. I was the last one you thought you'd see there. And I saw the surprise, the fear in his eyes when I took his glass of champagne. And I chose to you, said, honey, we may be through, but you'll never hear me complain. 'Cause I've got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away. I'll be okay. Now I'm not big on social graces. Think I'll slip on down to the oasis. I've got friends in low places. Oh, I guess I was wrong. I just didn't belong. But then I've been there before, and everything is alright. I'll just say goodnight, and I'll show myself to that door. I didn't mean to cause a big scene. Just wait till I finish.
This is for the Wolf Pumps Truck Series. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Wolf Pump Truck Series here on Wednesday night. I'm Terry Radford, joined alongside Byron Jones, and we might have a special guest here in just a moment. Thank you to Mr. Sammy Eubanks for the national anthem that we had provided to us. He's sponsored by Lucas Oil, and he's also one of the official national anthem singers of NHRA. Byron, how you doing? We got 5 minutes left in practice, man. What's going on?
I am so pumped. Tonight's going to be such a good night. The end of the regular season. We do have a secret track for our championship race. About 8 drivers make it in. I was checking points. 5 slots are already filled.
Yeah, 5 slots are filled due to 5 different winners. And don't forget to go to SammyEubanksLive.com to buy all the merchandise from Sammy Eubanks and hear his amazing voice, as you heard right there for the national anthem. You talked about points. 5 winners this season so far. The only one with multiple wins would be Fletcher. So with those people having wins, tonight is a crapshoot. Couple's going to get on, 3's going to get in on points, 5 got in on wins, and if we have a surprise winner, that's going to knock one of these guys out. But tonight, I made a promise, and I made it to this man right here, Mr. Tommy Delago, who is sitting 5th on the practice sheet, that I would eat a piece of his hottest jerky and call this race. And I'm a man of my word. I have in front of me the Beef Jerky Unlimited Nitromethane Beef. I took a piece of this the other night, Byron, and I about burnt my face off. All right, this is some good stuff. I tried to keep myself from swearing there. This is really good. I can't wait for you to get a bag, but here goes nothing. Let me grab the best piece out of here that I can get. And I'm going to eat this. So you're going to have to take the reins here in a moment because I'm going to be gasping for air, my friend.
You just let me know. I was just about to say, you let me know when that's already spoken in your mouth, but I guess it already is, huh?
Yeah.
And just for everybody out there, too, he said this before we came in here. He said that milk did not help and only made it
Worse.
spicier.
Yeah,
it made it. So, how are you going to handle with that? You got water at least, maybe? Or maybe a ice-cold, refreshing Raised Energy that people can pick up using code VOLSFAN88?
I do have a Raised Energy with me. I actually have the Voodoo. It hurts. It really hurts. We're going to call this race. My mouth's going to be on fire. But we got the guy that's behind the scenes that nobody really gets to see or hear from out there. We got Levi McCarty, one of our winners. He for some reason can't race tonight. Levi, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Are you doing okay? It sounds like you're struggling through that a little bit.
My throat's on fire.
Oh my God. Somebody get this man some milk.
It doesn't help. It makes it worse.
Yeah,
Wow.
you kind of missed a little behind the scenes we had going on. We were talking about it. He's like, man, because I can't remember. Someone said they were going to get it also, but they're going to need a ton of milk. Actually, it was Woody. He was going to get it, and he said, I'm going to need a gallon of milk. And Terry starts going, no, don't do that. Don't do that. It's going to make it even worse. And
Milk
man, it
doesn't
seems
work.
like you're struggling either way.
Well, do you guys want to hear something cool? For the fans out there in the chat, I'm going to get to talk to one of my racing heroes across the board right now. We're going to take a look at his newly painted car that James did, and I'm going to do this with a burning mouth. So bear with me here. We're going to talk to Mr. Ron Katz.
Tell.
You guys ready?
Yes.
Mr. Ron Capps, it's Terry, Byron, and Levi, man. You got us?
I got you.
All right, Ron. Everybody's dying to know one question.
Am I still hungover?
Well, I hope that's an automatic yes. But the question that everybody's burning and really wanting to know, what is your favorite kind of music?
Oh, well, probably if I had to pick one, because I love rock and roll, I'd have to go with heavy metal.
That's a, that's a good pick. Sorry, I just ate some of your sponsors' beef jerky. My mouth hurts.
Yeah, well, it's a longtime friend of mine that has the company, and it's pretty good stuff, man. We eat it a lot at the track, especially keeping the protein and the guys on the team in between runs. It's almost a necessity.
It is a necessity, especially in the field. When you go out there and you're in the Army, you're hot, you're sweaty, you grab you a piece of jerky. It's phenomenal. By the way, congratulations. Winning the Winter Nationals on Sunday. How important was that moving on for the remainder of the NHRA season?
Well, it was huge for us because we're about halfway, but we're also 3 races away from our countdown. Much like the chase in NASCAR, we have what's called the countdown, the championship. And they reset the points here after 3 more races. And so we're peaking, I think, at the right time. It was a great win and a good time to do it. I had a lot of family and friends. And it was just up the road here from us here where I live. So, yeah, it was cool. Very, very cool to do it. A lot of close people by.
And one more burning question. I don't know if you're aware of this, but today's the 15th anniversary of Talladega Nights coming out into the world and gracing us with such a great movie. Favorite quote from the movie?
I'd have to go with we go together like cocaine and waffles.
I like where your head's at, Mr. Capps. Good luck in the rest of the race. We look forward to talking to you after.
All right, boys. Have fun.
That's how a professional handles that. While we were sitting there talking, we were kind of going around seeing the cameras. Has anybody got to see these cameras other than me, Levi, Byron?
Oh, they are beautiful. I know that Brad put a ton of time into them. Last week we debuted them, and they were freaking knock dead gorgeous. Harry, are you okay?
I'm sweating.
It still sounds like he's struggling over there.
Oh my god.
I am sweating in here. I'm gonna ask my lovely wife. She's in the chat. Ellie, please bring me some water and some sugar.
What was Tommy was saying that honey was supposed to work.
Oh, I don't have any in the house. I had some at work. I don't have none in here. Ray's is not helping this fire in my mouth. It is not good.
Well, Levi, I think if all goes south here, I think we're taking over this race.
Yeah, I think we'll be okay if that happens.
The biggest piece in that bag, it is really starting to hurt. I promised I would do it, baby. All right.
We play through here. We power through.
We're going to power through this stream. We got 27 out there in the chat. And Jeremy, don't you worry your beautiful head. I'll eat another piece for you. We'll do that on the side, and I'll show you. And actually, Jeremy, I might even send you a bag of this because it is – this man has one of the best jerkies in the world. And if you use promo code WOLFPACK, you're going to get 10% off. Just like if you use promo code VolsFan88 at repsports.com, you will get free shipping along with VolsFan88 on PlanBSales.com. That's it. That's the one I was looking for. It's even hurting my promo game, Byron. You sat there, you get free shipping, and you get some stickers at the end. Kerry Moore is your proverbial pole sitter at this very moment. Hopefully, if he wins that bag of beef jerky, he does not get the nitro.
I was hearing a lot of good things about the chicken. The cherry chicken. I heard that was the ticket. I don't know if you tried that one yet or not.
I have not. Here's Seven Crawford right here in this god-awful looking truck. I mean, Chicago Cubs all over this. Byron, I didn't know we could put there's a PG-13 rating on here. We can't have trash like this on our screen.
Man, I just hope he doesn't trade away his wheels at the end of the night.
Shots fired.
Sorry, man. I had to do it. It was perfectly lined up, and with all that's going on, I mean, hey, yeah, you gotta take shots when you got it right.
Shots fired indeed. And like I mentioned a while ago to Ron, today is the 15th anniversary of the greatest movie in the history of movies. Mama Vols is out there in the chat, and you know where she's at right now, and this is so awesome. She's actually in Chattanooga, Tennessee, with the youth group for Shelby Crossings Christian, which is down in Calera, Alabama, and she's at a NASCAR go-kart place, at a NASCAR go-kart track. And my dad, or my foster dad, got to take a picture next to the 7-time Winston Cup champions car, Dale Earnhardt. And he had no clue that when you put the 3 in the sky for the man up high, that you do it with your middle, your pinky, and your other finger. He had no clue. He was holding up just 3 fingers with your pointer. That's not how it works. Townsend,
no.
Tennessee. Mama Vols, you're a lovely person. My wife's even more lovely. She just brought me water. We're gonna take this to a side by side, real quick, and show you some of these awesome things while they're gritting up. And I'm gonna blow my nose.
NASCAR, let's go. IVRL, International Virtual. IVRL. Anytime that you hear your engine screaming, IVRL, yeah, you know we ain't streaming. Loud mother rubber, running harder than a demon. Climbing up the pit, if you catch my double meaning. Cloud 9, you ain't on the roof fast. One time, pit stop, get gas. You slow, best move, get past. Sit back, relax, do laughs. NASCAR, let's go.
Yeah, I try. And ladies and gentlemen, you just watched the promo for IVRL, which streams every Monday night on Signature Esports. That is twitch.tv/Signature Esports. Go check them out. It is, I had fun racing with them at Daytona. You know, our team obviously goes 1-2 because that's what we do around here. We're all winners. This stream's a winner. Those guys are winners. Randy Henshaw Racing is just the greatest that you can get. Byron,
Terry,
why ain't you a part of this? Why ain't you a part of RHR?
what do you mean? Why ain't a part of RHR?
Come over and race with us in IVRL. Levi, you too. Come be a part of a winning organization.
I'll check my schedule and maybe I'll hop on top of that. I mean, I'm always looking for extra days to go race. I love it, and I just love it. I can do it up until hopefully I get my desktop soon. I can go ahead and go after that, make it an even better experience.
I gave you guys a look last week. It looked like some really good racing, so I'm intrigued as well.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I don't know who these people are, but it's good to have y'all here. Texas Family Racing showing up like always. Appreciate you guys so great. My wife with the drop in there, the link dropper itself. I love it. Mr. or M Needle 217. Hello to you too. Oh, by the way, you guys can use the new gifts out there in the chat. I'll show them off in a moment, but let's talk to our Beef Jerky Unlimited Nitro Poll Award winner, Mr. Kerry Moore. Yo, Kerry. It is False Fan Byron and Levi tonight. What's up, buddy?
Man, I got to shout out to Levi, man. I practice him all week. We don't talk much, but I learn a lot from him.
Don't go floating his ego while he's in the chat. He had the car to beat, but for some reason can't race tonight. Congratulations, you won yourself some beef jerky.
Heck yeah.
And for some reason it's not wanting to show up. Hold on, let's do this the right way. Let's put the title in there. What kind of beef jerky are you gonna get?
Oh.
Gotta
Wow.
do the chicken. Do the
Yeah,
chicken.
do the chicken. Is that Levi?
Yeah, absolutely. Nice lap, Kerry. That was a heck of a lap.
Man, you've taught me a lot this week. I stayed quiet because I didn't want to rattle your cage and you mine either. But, man, I learned a lot from you. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I'm looking forward to watching you rip this truck around the track tonight.
All right, we're about to go green, Kerry. Good luck, buddy. Green flag's in the air. We're racing. at Homestead, regular season finale before the championship race. They're 2x2. Fletcher is going to take the spot for the beginning, and here comes Kerry to the bottom.
Expect to see these guys run both high and low lanes. It seems like this track is a multiple group track. As you see that 84.
Oh, 84 is always wrecking.
Holy cow! Wow.
No.
He took off way too fast. He pushed it, tried to get in front of Fletcher, just used up that car pretty early. Lucky, though, I believe they do have a fast repair, so he can fix it up, come back out on the track. Hopefully try to regain his positions that he just lost.
Levi, I'm sure you didn't teach him that.
Oh, it just looked like he was trying to slide the truck up there and clear that top lane, and he just kind of got a little loose there. It's really icy on those new tires.
Let's actually take a look on the replay.
We're going to have a fast repair here, and hopefully be able to battle his way back up.
Goodness, what a hard hit there, but what an incredible save for the entire field. I mean, he was the man. He was everything you needed. But I got a message, and let's get your both's opinion on this. I got a message from the 81 of Jaden Gimble. He said it last week. He said, "Go ahead and pencil it in. I'm winning." Quote him tonight that said, "Call me Cole Custer. I'll see you in victory lane." Do we take him at face value, or does he go out and prove it tonight?
That is bold. That is very bold. I'm gonna pick the 24 tonight. I think Fletcher. I think he's got enough to get it done tonight.
Well, let's go back, and I'm going to do a little bit of deep searching here. Early on in the Cup Series, they went to Homestead. Who was your winner at Homestead? Who was that? The 24. Where's the 24 currently sitting? First. It's kind of ironic, and get this. He's got the same exact paint scheme that William Byron won with. So that's going to be my pick. I got to pick that 24 of Fletcher. Also, I think it's such a great pick. He's always out here running top 5 every week. Expect him to grab this win.
I'll tell you, someone else that looked really good in practice this week, Seven Crawford. He had the speed to compete, so watch out for him tonight as well.
I cannot pick Seven because he's in a dirty Cubs truck. We will never pick the dirty Cubs on this stream. Mark my words. I don't care if they win the World Series. We'll never pick dirty Cub fans ever again. I didn't know he was a Cub fan until James made the paint scheme. But, boys, my wife said we have to hydrate. So get your beverage. We got to hydrate. And you can use the new bubbles. Use your channel points for all sorts of things now. We got new emotes out there in the chat. You can use the Wolf Pumps logo. You can use Smokey. Show your Tennessee pride on any stream you go on just by being a subscriber and a follower of VolsFan88. If you head on over to on my screen, actually, and you just hover over, there's a thing on there for Amazon Prime. It says free loot, and it lets you know if you do have a free subscription. Why not use it here? Why not use it to give back to everybody in the community? You have to pay nothing whatsoever as Byron times my wife out. I'm going to have to time her out. It's part of the deal. But yes, that is how we're going to do it here. And every time you subscribe, we're going to give back to the community, either an organization, a foundation, or we're going to give it back in gift cards to the fans. So you guys decide how we're going to do it. But welcome to the chat. We love having you out here. Mix it up, talk, say whatever you want. It's a free country. But Fletcher, we're glad to have you here tonight. I'm sad you didn't get to race. We thought you had the race winning truck. We're glad to see you here.
Yeah, I've never been in the booth before, and this is fun so far. So I'm just hoping I can see the race from a different angle here. This is pretty awesome.
Yeah, Byron seems to enjoy it here, and I love it.
Oh yeah, I love it every time. Homestead, it seems like it has a different feel. I enjoy it. It's so much fun. The action's so close every time. And those finishes are always crazy.
And to reset, your pole sitter is down 20 positions back here in the back He is in 20th position, and the fire has finally left my mouth. Thank goodness. I couldn't do that no more, but now I have heartburn. It's really starting to come back up. So we're going to try to mute it. Hey, but guess what comes up tomorrow? Well, I have a chance while we're coming out in turns 3 and 4 here. Go over to Podium Esports and catch the debut of the Volkswagen 88 and Wolf Pump Truck Series commercial. It's going to debut right there on their channel, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. They will be showing the race, and next Wednesday night we will not be live. I'll be on their channel calling the Retro 500 qualifying race. But boys, it's time to go. Green flag's back in the air. There goes Fletcher and Jaden on the point. They're checking up in the back.
Already 3-1.
no.
There goes another wreck. I was just about to say, somehow those Cubs have managed to be able to trade their way up into 5th place right now. Maybe they'll lose a lot of trades to a lot of supposed prospects later on.
Let's go look and see what this yellow flag was for. We saw it coming, but we did not see where it went. Here we go with the replay. Big checkup on the restart, and I cannot tell who that truck is that got wrecked, but it looked to be, I think it is. Tommy DeLago gets unfortunate luck again. Man.
Yikes, he had some bad luck last week, too.
As I was just, talking about the Cubs, I hear my mom downstairs saying, "Boo Cubs." The Cardinals are winning right now. So there you go. Cardinals, little update for that. Cardinals are beating the Cubs currently.
That's what I like to hear. Byron, you will be the statistician in my ear telling me that this is happening. No Cubs. I mean, I'm not a Cardinals guy either. I'm a Braves fan, but no Cubs, whatever. Mama Byron, Mrs. Jones, thank you for tuning into the stream. I appreciate that. Look, we're gaining more fans and more followers as we go, so I do appreciate it.
Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. My mom said "Boo Braves" also.
That's fine. They hate us because they ain't us. It's cool. It's cool. Man, a lot of carnage to start this race. Is this what we thought was going to happen? The track's slick. We started in the daylight, Byron. We're going into the nighttime. When are we going to see some consistency here and some green flag racing? Because this is not what the Wolf Pump Truck Series provides for us.
No, I think you got to let it go to the nighttime. Let them sort of grab their grip because it seems like there's nothing here. Track always gets hot, gets loose, gets slick, however you want to put it, and they go around. Guys just got to be patient. Get 1 or 2 laps, maybe even 3 on those tires before you start pushing that car.
It would be right on board right here with last week's winner. A surprising win for our favorite Canadian, Mr. Brad Kirby. He's out here in the 8th position. Do we have any takers on pit road minus the people in the caution, Fletcher? Or Levi? Why did I say Fletcher?
I don't
Levi.
think so yet. I don't think so yet. We only got a couple corners on the tires. I think we're saving them here.
And if you see what's on the back bumper of the 23 right here, in loving memory of Christian Ruddick, we pay tribute back out to people right here, so it was great to get a shot right here on the back tailgate of that truck. Yes, we're sorry for his loss, and he's racing. Joshua Roberts is racing in memory of his friend, and what a beautiful truck he has right there.
Yeah, it's some good-looking paint for sure. Those Texas Family Racing guys got good paint too. I'm looking down through the field here. The 27, that's a good-looking scheme.
Oh my goodness, if that is the same one that we saw last week, yes, it was phenomenal. It is the aerospace one. Texas Family Racing is strong. Pace Truck still has their lights on. And for the people who are new to the channel and just came out, hey, what's up? I'm Terry, Byron. We got Levi here this evening. Couldn't get in the race. We welcome you to the Volkswagen 88 channel. It's always good to see people out here. And while we're sitting here doing this, we'll ask the people in the chat. 15th anniversary for Talladega Nights. What is y'all's favorite quote from the movie? Because I could go this entire stream just quoting the movie.
Now, don't you go putting that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Jacked up a Mountain Dew.
Maybe some of those people after that wreck was going, help me, baby Jesus. Help me, Oprah Winfrey. Help me, Tom Cruise. I'm going to crack myself up on this stream. I forgot it was the 15th anniversary until earlier.
The classic.
It
really
is a classic. My mother was not a fan. She came down and watched it. Was not a fan at all. But your top four has stayed the same, virtually, minus the pole sitter who did get caught up. Well, he brought the caution on the start, and then we had the checkup here. Do we see any wheel spin right here at all?
No, I'm going to say no. I don't think you see any wheel spin. And considering we're only a few laps on our tires, yes, we are coming to 10 this time by. But no, I don't think you expect to see anything too crazy, especially after those two cautions. Probably saying, hey, back it down, do what you do. But you know what? Right now, I'm liking that fourth place position. Wrong caps as green flag is waving. Fletcher got a great jump over Gimbal.
He did get a great jump over the 81. Here comes the 27 to his low side. 77, your pick, Mr. Levi. He's right there. You said he was fast in that Chicago Cubs Ford. He has going on there. Oh, 28 gets loose on the high side, but he saves it. He's in the wall a little bit. Caution is out. Big wreck in the back. 23's around. 10's in it.
Oh, my gosh.
Let's go see what that was all about. As we check the replay here, if I can get it to go, here we go with that. Yep, 66 gets it, and then it just all hell broke loose behind that one. Oh, Cole Thomas is tore up.
Absolute carnage.
Oh, goodness.
I'm hearing a lot of radio chatter right now. There are guys that are upset with the start of this race.
I would imagine so. We look right there. The 702 gets a little bit. Tommy gets caught up in another one. 23 goes on the wall. Cole goes hard into the wall there. Yeah, I mean, this is this is not the racing I expected tonight. But it is the regular season. It's the regular season finale. And Homestead, me and you, Levi, we raced this over the past couple nights. And the setup to me, last night during practice, I couldn't even touch the gas. I couldn't even barely throttle it off exit without it feeling like I was on ice. Is that what the drivers are feeling now?
Absolutely. Once that sun comes down, the track wears in a little bit better, and it's a little bit more stable. But right at the start here, I mean, we had some really good green flag runs in practice, so I'm a little bit surprised here. Pretty much everybody knows how it is at the start here, so I am a little bit shocked that we've had 3 cautions right off the bat here. But I'm hoping we can clean it up here and get a good couple long green flag runs going.
I'm hoping for some green flag racing as well, but we're under our 3rd caution right here. We're going to take you to a quick commercial. No, we're not going to send you to an ad. We do like to value our subscribers, but all of you deserve great racing. You deserve to see the cars on the track. We're going to take you to Fairfield Motorsports and let you hear about all of their amazing products they have there.
Fairfield Motorsports in Montoursville is your weekend adventure headquarters. Get out and do more. If it's fast and fun and brings smiles to faces year-round, we have it. Our huge showroom is stocked full of new and pre-owned Yamahas, Kawasaki's, Suzuki's, Kymco's, and Argos. Plus, Fairfield Motorsports is the area's only Traxxas retailer, the fastest name in RC. And we have all the parts and accessories to go with them. For all the coolest toys for big girls and boys, visit Fairfield Motorsports in Montoursville, your weekend adventure headquarters.
And ladies and gentlemen, that was Fairfield Motorsports. Go over to fairfieldmotorsports.com for all of your RC needs, your racing needs, and your off-road needs as well. Tough break to start this race. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. I'm sure there are kids watching, and Mama, if you have me on there, I'll say this is flat out shit. Right here we have it's a lot of over-aggressive and a lot of slickness to start the race. How do you calm it down if you're James or if you're Brad or Woody, one of the admin crews? What do you do?
They were talking over the radio about possibly going to a single file restart. I didn't hear if they were going to do it or not, but they were discussing it.
So Byron, you've seen 3 cautions in a matter of, we haven't completed a lap. We have not completed a lap under green flag conditions. If you are in a position right here and you're in the top 5, what do you tell the guys behind you?
Take it easy, stick it out, run a few laps, then your tires should feel good. I mean, I come in, I race a few races, and every now and again I hop in practices, see what's going on. It's all about the tires. Everybody thinks that they can go hard on these like it's nothing. Like it's, I'm going to say here, Heat or, another game that is like it, where you don't have to worry about your tires being cold. They're already warm. They're already set for you to drive. These guys just need to be patient. That's the name of the game. That's always been the name of the game whenever I race. Patience, patience, patience is key, because that's what you're going to need to make it through this field tonight.
Confirmed single file restart, by the way, guys.
Single file restart's going to happen, and Op Wizard said, yo, I had to hop in because of the Twitch name, Knoxville native and iRacing lover. You, my friend, thank you. That's what I love to see. Welcome to the Vols Nation. Welcome to Vols Fan 88. I'm Terry Radford, the host of this stream. I'm joined alongside one very good broadcaster and one that sounds amazing in my ear as well, Byron Jones and Fletcher, or Levi. Why did I say that? Fletcher takes the lead. He has it single file restart here. We're back green as the 27 of Trevor has moved himself into the P2 position. We're fanning out going into 1. Can they make it a full lap here?
It seems like they're playing it smart. Everybody's sort of staying calm as I say that. Sean already looking to the inside of the 28 of Ron Caps, but now going to lose a position to the 6 of Reese. Man, they got to play it smart. Don't take it 3 wide. There you go. That's the style they got to race here. That's the mentality they got to go at. We finally complete a lap here, going on lap 16 now.
Lap number 16, they finally complete the first green flag lap. Here comes the 6 of Reese Kelva. Move him to the 7th place position. He's up 9 spots since the start of this race. And most of these positions that have been made up so far has been because of caution laps. And man, these cameras are just phenomenal. I see the vibrations, everything coming around. But which lane would you rather be in right now? Do you want to be glued against that wall, Levi, or do you want to be on the bottom?
The bottom lane, believe it or not, saves tires at Homestead if you're arcing it into the corner right. The high lane is you can really wind it up because of the long straightaways, so you can run both lanes. But saving tires, believe it or not, whoever's running that low lane is going to have fresher tires on the long run.
And to update the story right here of Kerry Moore, our pole sitter, he has rebounded himself to the 8th place position. He obviously has 1 lap fresher tires than the field because we haven't completed a lap until now. Lap 2 has been completed under green. We have hit lap number 19 of this race. Kerry's making some very great moves against that wall, but here comes the 15. Alton 4th. Man, I misread that. I have my glasses on today, and I'm not used to these. But 2x2 racing right here. This is good. This is what you tuned in for.
Yeah, this is what everybody's here for. As you see, Ron Cap's not doing too hot up there in the high lane, holding his own, though, side by side with that 15. You got to think that Ron is burning his tires up in the high lane, right?
I would think that Ron is burning it, but at this moment, he's fighting for what he can because he has the 15, the 84, and the 10 right up his bumper. 66 is closing in. Cole Thomas is rebounding from his early incident here.
Yeah, this is a good little battle here.
Yeah,
Brad Kirby
2,
Brad
3
Kirby.
wide right here. These guys are really starting to put it in there. And Levi, Brad's making his way to the front. He was involved in the early incident right there, but he's only up one position. He started 11th. He's moved himself into the top 10. Did we think we'd have a better showing out of him coming into this race, coming off a huge win?
He'll be there at the end. He'll work his way into the top 7, top 5-ish.
And Byron, I mean, we're sitting here, we're continuing on this battle because Kerry Moore is right on the outside of Ron. Cole Thomas to the bottom, 66, 84, 28, 3 wide right here. But they have traffic in front of them. Oh, as the 84 goes into the wall.
Oh, man, that's going to suck. I hoping he has a fast repair. If not, that's probably about 10 seconds worth of damage. Looks like everybody's staying steady, though. That's good pace. But Brad now just starting to take off from that pack. Mind you, he was the 5th winner last week to put him in the championship race. So right now he's sort of flowing with what he's got. But right now we got a battle for the lead as the 27 of Trevor on the outside, 24 of Fletcher on the inside coming in hot.
Side by side for the lead as they go into turn number 1. 27 is going to paint himself on that wall, run the Kyle Larson line. 24 is going to pull the William Byron, go to the bottom. 27 gets the run down the back straightaway. They're going to be side by side going into 3.
Yeah, this is a nice little battle here. They actually switched lines. Fletcher's going to try to chop him back here on the middle line. Great run by the 27 to complete the pass.
Swapping positions for the lead has been the name of the game. These two are consistently the fastest two on the racetrack with no draft as the 27 goes back to the high line. 24 is going to go back to the bottom, but 27 gets the momentum off the top, Byron. We talked about saving tires. The bottom lane is the way to go. Should the 27 move to the bottom now that he has this lead?
I'd say sort of stay where you are. He's running fine. Maybe a little bit later in the run. We've already seen these guys go 19 laps on caution, so they're only 4 laps on these tires realistically. Although, yes, they have ran all those pace laps, but these guys, now their tires are coming alive. Expect him to be up there for the next 10, 15 laps, then watch him slowly drop to the bottom because he needs to save those tires to get this full fuel run. So I have a feeling that's what it's going to come down to is fuel for the end of this race.
And to quote the great Larry Mack, the nighttime is the right time for racing, and nighttime is upon us. We have hit the dusk hour. The sun has set. The track is cooling down. 27. I'm getting them mixed up tonight. That jerky did a number on me. 27 in his Aerospace Chevrolet puts himself to the point, and that Rainbow Warrior machine of Fletcher is in second. With the man who called his shot, Mr. Cole Custer himself, Jaden Gimble, finds himself in P3 as your pick. 7 Crawford, 1.4 seconds back in 4th.
Yeah, it looks like the 27's going to start gapping here. Jaden's coming into the picture. We'll see what line Fletcher runs here. He goes back up to the high line. Try to halt the momentum of Jaden. Man, Jaden's got a good truck here on the long run. Flexing some muscle, showing some speed here.
Hey, Byron, we see these two battling almost each and every week when Jaden comes into the field. The 81's a contender as he moves himself in that lone Toyota in the top 5 up to the P2 position. Does he have anything to catch that 27 right now?
Oh, yeah, I think he's got more than enough. Last time by, Trevor ran a 34.50. Well, Jaden ran a 34.4, and that's battling the 24 of Fletcher. So once he breaks free here, all he's got to worry about is that 27 with that momentum coming off of 1 and 2. Expect to see him caught within a lap or 2. As I say, that gap is decreasing a lot now.
0.3 of a second is your separation, your gap. Make that 0.4 of a second between first and second. These trucks look so amazing under the lights here. I can't wait to see where the surprise track's going to be, to see if it is ran at night, because, man, I love night racing so much as Jaden is still continuing himself in the P2 position. Brad Kirby has made a great leap back into the top 5. You said he was going to be in the top 5 at the end of the race. It is now lap 29. He finds himself there now in his – he has not pitted. He was caught up in a little bit of the skirmish on the restart there. But, Levi, here he is in 5th. Is this a sign that we could be calling back-to-back wins for Brad Kirby?
It's definitely a possibility. Brad's really good on the long run. That's one of the good things about his driving style is when he's end of the race, he's always there somehow. It's pretty cool to witness.
It is pretty cool to witness as well. It was also good to call my friend. I get to call my friend to a win last Wednesday night. It was such an honor to finally get to do it and to hear his excitement that he won the race. It was like yours when you won at Indy. It was just so much elation and so happy that finally you got to stake claim that you were a winner here. It's so awesome to see the level of talent that has jumped up. But going to another story that we've had here, Tommy Delago caught up in a couple incidents as well. He has a little bit of nose damage, but he finds himself in the 8th place position. Byron, with the effects of the draft that you have at this racetrack, how much is aerodynamics going to help you or hurt you if you fall off here?
I personally haven't had really a chance to race here yet, but if it's anything like other games I have played, the draft is everything. You need to be behind that car through the backstretch and the front stretch because that's where you're going to gain the most speed, especially coming off that high lane. As I say that, here he comes to the inside of the 46, making quick work on the 46 of Sean.
Yeah, these two are still going to go side by side down the back straightaway, going into 3. 86 is going to dive it into the bottom. 46 is going to paint himself up to that wall, sliding up. The Wolf Pumps machine of Sean put Tommy up to P number 7. Great recovery for him. A huge recovery that he gets up here. As it looks, Dale Kern has crashed. Let's go take a look at what happened to him. If I can get SDK to do what I've asked it to do. Show me here. It looks like the 17 was coming off a pit road, and he just, looks as if he just stopped. So he did not crash, but it looks like he just came to a halt right there to reset his truck. Going back to the live action up here, Jaden Gimble has just taken the lead. Jaden Gimble taking the lead, and the 77 is passing the 27.
My gosh. The 77 actually got by the 27 and the 24. Cleared them both and then spiked the wall. It was such a good run. He was absolutely smoking the past 2 laps. He was smoldering, just running that high line, running them both down, and then he got by him and ended up spiking the wall, and now he's falling back behind them both.
It just like the Cubs' dreams to win the World Series this year smashed. What a good one. Jaden Gimble takes the lead. He is your overall leader by 1.2 seconds as he comes to complete lap 34. Put 35 on the board right now. The people in the chat are having a good time. Rock NASCAR, welcome to the chat. MK Gaming, we appreciate you for being here. Mama Falls, thank you so much for watching me from the great state of Tennessee. Might I add, the great state of Tennessee. Top 4 have gapped themselves by 3 seconds. Our top 4, mind you, from the 5th place position of Abram Moon, as Abram has just cleared himself of Brad Kirby, as Brad Kirby kisses the wall ever so slightly, going out to there. And here comes Tommy Delago for 6th.
Abram Moon, the points leader, that he is another one of those guys that is very good at keeping his equipment clean and being there at the end.
So, Levi, I got to ask, because you race with these guys weekly, one thing is to make a mistake. But once you catch back to that driver, how aggressive do you have to be to get back around him, let alone create a gap on him?
These guys are really good, and like Terry was saying earlier, it's an honor to be able to win a race in this league because these guys are such great racers. So when you get back to them, you really gotta be aggressive, and because you don't know when the next opportunity you're gonna get to make a pass on them.
To give a little update here on where, because Bear 590's in the chat, said, let's go Texas family. You have a driver in the 3rd place position making a pass for P number 2. Side by side going into turn number 3. 27's going to clear him right there. It looks like he's finally regained his composure as my wife asked for a posture check in the chat. We are straight with a pillow on the back. Put Trevor up to P number 2. Let's find the rest of these Texas guys. Reese finds himself in the 11th position with Anthony Zirkle, the man in IVRL that raced with me at Daytona, set on the pole. It was a great run for him until he got caught up in some late race drama, but now move him back to the 12th place position. And there's so many of you, I couldn't tell you where the rest of them are. Just kidding. Cole Thomas finds himself back here in the 14th position. There is your Texas family update right there. Thank you, Bear, for coming into the chat. But guys, here comes Green Flag Pit Stops. There goes 7. Here comes James. Is it time to start doing this?
Yeah, I think you start seeing more pit stops happening more frequently here. We are 39 laps into this race. Yes, okay, we've ran 19 laps of caution. Well, they still need fuel. Many of these guys have not pit at all this race. So they need to come down, get the fuel, regardless of whether or not they need the tires. But watch guys like Jaden, like Trevor, to use their tires more, try to get everything out of them, squeeze that last bit of grip, and then pull it on down pit road. That's how I would put it.
24's on pit road right now. I'm hearing on the radio 27 coming this time by.
27 looks like, yeah, he is going to come down. Let's actually go take a look at this pit lane exit, actually entrance. Let's see his pit lane. Under green flag conditions, he's having to come. Here comes the leader. Oh, it looks like he's flying. Oh, 27 gets loose coming onto pit road. What a save by him, but he did hit the commitment cone. I wonder if that's going to cause a penalty right there as Tommy Delago takes this lead with Abram Moon in at P number 2. Tommy pitted on lap 12 along with Abram Moon. Do you see these guys staying out hoping for a caution?
Yeah, I think oh, sorry, go ahead, man.
Oh, you're good. I think that they're trying to stretch it out a little bit further here. You can get about 42 laps on a run, I think. We'll see. They're within about a 2-lap window. The 77 pitted a lap earlier than the 24, and he actually gapped him pretty good on the pit stop. That's huge.
Opt Wizard in the chat says cone does not cause a penalty. Thank you for the clarification. I don't do a lot of the iRacing. I actually do not get to I don't get to race that often. And Opt Wizard, the class of are the drivers in the league. We have a range. We have a range between A licenses all the way down to rookies. We don't discriminate except for people with very high I ratings, which that will change. Because, ladies and gentlemen, starting in 3 weeks, we are moving to Tuesday night. We will have 2 different series broadcasted right here on this channel. We'll start with the Xfinity Series on Tuesday nights, and then we'll go back to trucks. We'll keep trucks on Wednesday night, and we'll put 2 back-to-back series here. We're welcoming to all drivers. If you send a message or go to wolfpumpsiracing.com, that will get you in. You can contact the league owner. You can contact myself or any of these wonderful admins or the guy right here in my ear, the recruitment manager for this league. We'll get you a tryout race, and we'll put you in the field and see what you can do. We'll start you in trucks unless you're really, really, really good. But Tommy Delago still runs this lead as Joe Tardif moves himself into P number 2. This Exalta 48 has been very fast. He's 0.3 of a second. He's actually faster than the leader at this time.
Yeah, if I'm seeing this right, I believe Joe Tardif did pit on lap 6 alongside Fireball Woody, which pit 13 on lap 13. So these guys can stretch it just a little bit further, try to get every last bit of gas out of their cars. I have to check. I can't remember how many laps they can go, but if he can get within the range of that window, we could see a huge sweep and a huge change in points if it does come down to this.
Could be a huge shake in points, but we got to give a shout out. Sitting in 4th place right now, Fireball Woody Woodard. It's so fantastic to see him running in the top 4. And now it's about to be the top 3 because I don't think Woody's actually going to pit right here. Woody pitted on lap 13, so I think he's going to stay on the same strategy that most others are on. Can Woody sneak a win tonight?
Gonna need some magic, but I'm down for it. I would love to see it.
I think it's possible. 110 laps is what they are running. So by the time he's done, he should be pitting about lap 55, lap 56. So he might be able to pull up, as some would say, an upset. But I would say an absolutely amazing win. But as I say that, I believe everybody now coming on by and passing Mr. Woody, as now Gimbal is fighting with 7 and Fletcher.
Yeah, what is preferably going to be the top 3 once Joe and Dominic Previte both come down pit road. Those are teammates. One pitted on lap 6, which is Joe, and Dominic pitted on lap 14. But the battle is right here. Levi, you talked about what 7 did. He pitted 1 lap before Fletcher. Jaden got around him. Now, here comes Fletcher to his back bumper. This was the strategy you were talking about earlier, that 7 had the speed, and he had the speed early. Can he find that speed, and can he tone the aggression down to not get in that wall again?
Yeah, 7's a lot like I am. I struggle keeping the right side of the truck clean sometimes. He's got to focus on it this run. He's got the speed. He just has to keep that right side clean. He can make a run at the lead here. Also, the 27 got a penalty for pit entry. He's a lap down. He had to do a pass-through penalty, it looked like. Just a terrible break for him. He had great speed in that first run.
And that's what I was not hoping for, as the battle for what is now going to be second. Top 2 have came down pit road, put the 77-24 side by side as they come across the line. 7's going to hold the P2 spot for now. The 24 is running the bottom. He's straddling the white line. He's doing everything he can, but the top 2 are running the high line. The differing of lines, I know you get so much momentum on the high side, but it just burns it up. What's the advantages of just running that outside line to maybe to get some heat in the tires?
Yeah, if you move up, if you run that low lane a couple of laps, like you see Fletcher here is going to slide up in front of 7. If you get those tires, a little warm on the bottom, or you want to set somebody up going into 3 and 4, you run that high line, get the momentum, and then you dive it down in 3 and 4, and then slide it up to block and run it down the straightaway.
And thank you so much, Allie and Mary McKelva, for your subscription on YouTube. I don't get many of those in my ear telling me that something has happened. Normally it's for Twitch, as the 24 jumps to the low side of the 77 right there. A little bit of smoke. Don't know where that is from, but the 24 is going to clear the 77 of 7. That is a mouthful to say right there, but he puts himself in the P2 position as the gap has grown. 0.7 of a second. Jaden Gimbal, the man who said he was going to go out and win this race, the Cole Custer as he said it. I mean, can he do it? Can he do it? We're on lap 51 of 110. Is this a sign of the strength in this Toyota?
Man, if that 24 and 77 continue battling side by side, I think you see him pull out to almost, I would say, 1.5 to 2 seconds before they need to pit again. This man is on fire right now. He's hitting every single point he needs in the corners, coming out, getting excellent speed. Man, he could be one of those drivers that makes it into this top 8.
Last lap by 34-1 for Fletcher in P2, 34-2 for the leader. People out there in the chat are saying the 24 is burning his tires up, diving in so low. Is this the case? Is this something that, Fletcher might have the fastest truck on the racetrack, as right now he still outruns the leader. He's outrunning the leader by 0.07 of a second. But that's going to take an eternity to catch him.
He could be burning his tires. It's all about where you're getting on the throttle when you're running that line to save the tires. So, I mean, if his throttle points are a little bit off, he could be burning them a little bit hotter than what I initially thought.
We have a fan out there in the chat for the 61, Anthony Zirkle. He's starting to catch Sean Kostritza. I knew I'd get his name correct one of these days, but the 61 Bang Energy Ford F-150 is right here, sandwiched between 2 Wolf Pump teammates of Brad Kirby and Sean Kostritza. Good move. He's up 9 positions, started in the 18th spot, and he's running very consistent lap times to what the lead pack is running. He ran a 34.5 that time by, but the draft also helps him just a little bit. When you go into the corner, Levi, with the draft here, do you have to trail brake just a little bit to kind of get it to slow down to help turn through the center?
You can. I try not to. If you let off the throttle a little bit earlier, it works better because you don't lose as much speed if you're running that high side without the brake. The straightaways are so long on this track, so touching the brake even a little bit can hurt you. If you go cockpit view with the 81, I was just watching. He's doing a really good job of running that high line, and his throttle points are perfect, and he's having a really good run here.
Let's actually go through the field right here and show some of these amazing things that we have. There's the cockpit view. Here we go. We'll show it here. We'll go through the field here. Sponsored by Wolf Pumps. You can go over to wolfpumps.com and get all your accessories for any racing that you have. P1 right now, we have Jaden Gimble. Fletcher finds himself in P number 2. 7 in 3rd. Abram Moon is your 5th place fourth place driver from Williamsport Point, Pennsylvania. James Woodard, Hendersonville, Tennessee's own, is up 12 positions. We don't see this often.
No, and James is having an excellent night tonight running P5. Man, if he keeps this up, he could be looking at a potential top 3 with the way he is running. Excellent job by him tonight.
He started 17th, too. What a run.
What a run by the league owner in this, I would say, beautiful paint scheme under the lights. A very metallic look to it. Kind of gives it that smoky gray attitude that he has. Who am I timing out, Mr. Worm, since you redeemed 500 channel points? Wait for Worm to respond back, but a nice top 5, a nice solid run for James Woodard in the 03 Chevrolet. It's great to see. He said he had long run speed, and he figures it out there.
Wow, the 24 is really starting to gain on the 81. They have some lap traffic. He's been really good on that low line here. Jaden actually just moved down because he's kind of seeing that Fletcher's starting to gain on him. He's down there trying it out.
Look up here at Fletcher and Jaden as the battle for the lead does heat up right here. This is the battle for the lead hasn't stopped here. It's now 5/100ths of a second. Now they are side by side, Byron, coming to the line.
Yeah, Fletcher now looking for the inside, trying anything possible to get around him. As I say that, here we go, side by side. Fletcher's now got the edge. 81 does have the outside, should have a run coming down the backstretch. Fletcher, though, gonna take over P number 1 for as long as he can. But Jaden's trying everything he can, fighting on the outside.
He is fighting for everything he has on that high side. 24 goes to the bottom. He's going to clear him right here. Put the 24 to the lead. 81's going to move back to P number 2. What a fight for the lead. These two have been consistently up front. They have been the most consistent drivers of the night. They have avoided chaos through the entire race so far. 62 laps in. We've been green flag ever since lap 11. We knew the nighttime was going to be the right time to race this race, Levi, and now they're showing it. They're finally coming out there.
What an awesome battle for the lead there. That low line, when the lights, or when the sun comes down, it's stout. He I watched him run him down in about 8 laps there. He was about 2/10 quicker almost every lap. You guys saw it too. When he got down in 3 and 4 there, he slid the truck up perfect and took the air away from the 81 and completed the pass. That was beautiful work by the 24.
And as my wife says in the chat, thank you so much to my wife for resubscribing with Amazon Prime for 2 months in a row. Thank you so much to the loyal subscribers. And as she says in the chat, for those of you who have Amazon Prime, you get 1 free Twitch subscription a month. Link your Amazon Prime to your Twitch to utilize this great opportunity to subscribe to your favorite channel. It could be any channel. It does not have to be mine. I use mine, just like MK Gaming, on Curtis Swat's Gaming. And starting on Tuesday, when we do put our Tuesday show on, for you fans who are fans of Turn Down for What, like I am, who watches it every Tuesday night at 9:15 Eastern Standard Time, we will raid into their stream every single week to give Curtis the max views that we could possibly give him here from the Wolf Pumps Truck Series. So we do love them just as much as they love us, and we absolutely couldn't do anything without their great support. Fireball Woody, yes, Wolf Pumps does rule as the battle for 5th is heating up. Here comes Joe Tardif to the low side, 0-3 of James Woodard to the high side. Joe made the pass, and he made it convincingly on 10-lap fresher tires, and he's making headway to the front.
Yeah, he's wasting no time pushing and pushing more and more. But the question is he going to burn his tires up by the time he gets to the end of this run? Or by the time he even gets maybe 5 seconds out from Fletcher? I think he's pushing it too hard personally. Again, I could be wrong. This track could be totally different at nighttime compared to the daytime. It's all about how you drive it, how consistent you are. Like Levi said very, very early in this stream, how well you can arc it into that corner.
Yeah, and I'd like to highlight Joe and Dominic teammates. They are always, trying to mix it up, do a different strategy to get off sequence with the other drivers, and this is really paying off for Joe here. He started 13th, he's up to 5th, having a nice run.
It's paying off big time. He does. He finds himself right here in the top 5 position. Incredible run so far for him. There's so many people out here in this race. Abram Moon up 10 positions. Joe up 8. James up 10. Anthony Zirkle up 9. So many big movers in this race as Joe's going for more. They're lapping the 28 of Ron Capps. Something has happened to Ron as he finds himself in the 17th position, 1 lap off the pace as we run.
Fletcher has the lead to about a second now on Jaden. I really think that line he's running, I think he figured out where he should be getting on the throttle, and he's saving tires on the long run here. Probably about 12 to 15 laps away from green flag stops here.
Yeah, green flag stops are imminent. They're coming in a matter of moments. We could see them in the next 10 laps going down pit lane. Figured we'd spotlight just about anybody that we could here tonight. It's the last race of the regular season before we go into the surprise championship race 2 weeks from tonight. 2 weeks from tonight. Next week, we are taking a 1-week vacation due to, I would say, my selfishness. Got an opportunity to call a race with Podium Esports, and that is something you do not pass up. And James and Brad understood. They understood that was huge for me to get to go call a race in front of such a huge crowd. So we're going to go do that. August 11th, Podium Esports on Twitch. I'm excited to go do that show for the Retro 500. And how fitting is it going to be, but at Darlington of all places? This race, we're starting to see people come down pit road. Dominic Previte looks like 7 is in.
Yep, he pitted. 84, Kerry Moore's pitting this time as well.
James Woodard just came off of pit road as well. They're on the access road. Ron Capps is on the racetrack still. He's passing James.
Leader's pitting.
Leader is pitting as well. Good call. Here comes the 24, Fletcher. Oh, and he breaks loose and locks him up going into pit road.
Expect to see Fletcher as we go. He's going to create such a huge gap on Jaden. I don't know. You'll have to let us know when Jaden's planning on coming down. But just this one lap is going to allow Fletcher to gain more time on him. So expect to see the gap get stretched out to maybe a second and a half by the time he gets in and out pit road, depending on how well he executes it. But yeah, we could be looking at your winner right there sitting in pit road, as we'll have to see. Yep, Jaden Gimble coming on down right now.
Jaden Gimble comes down pit road. He does not lock them up right there. No lockup on his. Joe Tardif looks like he is going to take the lead as Jaden comes down. Where is Fletcher going to come out at? And can he gap, like you said, can he make the gap stick? 7 also can create that gap to Jaden, as well as now he is 33 seconds off, 29 seconds off for Fletcher. But Joe Tardif on a differing strategy. Lap 48 coming down pit road. How much longer can he stay out? And Anarchy Racing, thank you so much for subscribing at Tier 1. We appreciate everything that you guys do out there.
Ben fitting in here too. Should be able to make it on gas the rest of the way if I'm correct.
Yeah, everybody should be good after this last pit stop. Question though, will we see a caution with guys trying to push it too hard on the fresh tires? And if so, that just shaked up the entire field, and what their plan is going to be the question.
And let's shake this out for you guys and gals out there in this chat. The points are not close. They're not as close as they could have been. But here's the scenario we're in. We're taking all 5 of our winners and we're putting 3 people with them on points. So 5 winners automatically guarantees yourself into the playoffs. But with Abram Moon, your points leader, he's safe. He's in. James Woodard, Joe Tardif, they're in on points. If anybody wins this race, Joe or James is out. And there is only a 6-point gap between Joe and James. So it's going to be crucial to see who can finish higher than who. And it's 1 point per spot, just like NASCAR. If James finishes in 10th and Joe goes up and finishes in 4th, he takes the spot if we have a surprise winner, and that adds somebody different to the championship 8 in the final race of this inaugural season that we have here, and it gives such great momentum going into season 2 when we do kick off the Xfinity Series. As Joe Tardif continues to lead, he's staying out here, completing lap 76, put 77 on the board. 48 holds the lead.
Sorry, Byron. Does Jaden have a win?
No.
Oh wow, that would really throw a wrench into things.
Yeah, I think Jaden, I'm trying to think who else could be a guy that's sort of contention with it. I can't really think of anybody else that could put contention against Gimble, except for the man, the myth, well, just Fletcher. But yeah, I think he's going to be the only other guy that can really compete against Jaden. And as I say that, if I'm seeing this right, Fletcher now has 1 position over Jaden, and Dominic Previte is stuck in the middle between those two.
Dominic Previte is stuck in the middle between those 2 trucks. Lap 71 coming down pit road. Lap 72 for Jaden. Everybody's hope so far between Joe Tardif and James. I mean, if Joe wins this race, if Joe comes out and wins this race, that adds 1 more person to the playoffs that would not have necessarily gotten in based off of points. And that would be, let me go check my wonderful file once again. That would be Ethan Woodard. Ethan Woodard would make it into the playoffs because Joe Tardif would automatically advance himself in. I mean, if you're James or Joe or one of the other guys, you don't want to see Jaden win this race. That would be the worst possible scenario for them to get in. As here comes the leader. Fletcher's going to take this lead as he's on the back straightaway right here. Man, this race is going to get so good as pit stops are over. Unless we have a caution, nobody's coming down pit lane again. 24 goes to the bottom right here. He has a 3.9 second, make that 4-second lead on Jaden Gimbel. It can only get better from here, right?
That's what I would think. I mean, Fletcher's got a gap out to 3 seconds. So I'm going to be honest. I think this is sort of your guy, unless a caution gets called and sort of mixes everything up. I think he's going to be where he is, which means there won't be a shakeup in points. But that also means we still got to figure out that mystery, championship track. You got any predictions on sort of type track that it could be? If so, I mean, if you're a driver, are you practicing for all cases, such as short track, ovals? I mean, even you can go to the point of, who knows, it could be Talladega for all we know. It's literally
that would be
any
crazy.
Track.
That would be insane.
Even Knoxville. I mean, you got to prepare for the worst case scenario. That's what I'd be doing after tonight. I'd be like, hey, you know what? This is the track. I'm going to practice it, focus on it, and hope that it's the right track.
Texas Kelva, welcome to the chat. Let's go TFR. He says his GPU pooped out again. I'm so sorry to hear that. He had some streaming issues as he was streaming the other day. Get your family back over here. Let's crank this up. Let's get all max people out there. This race is going to get good as we have 28 laps to go. My math is miserable. Mama Valds, I hope you're still watching. My math is not there. Fletcher holds this lead. Jaden Gimbel is still 4 seconds back. The closest battle we see on the racetrack right here is between Cole Thomas and Kerry Moore. At this very moment, there 0.3 of a second separates these two.
Harry's rebounded pretty nicely. I mean, for spinning out on the first lap, that was just hard to see for him. I felt bad for him. He's worked his way back into the top 10 here and is looking for a little bit more.
He is looking for redemption. The Beef Jerky Unlimited Nitro Pole Award winner. Man, just so tongue-tied tonight. That beef jerky really did throw me for a loop tonight. He had a great qualifying lap, but he just couldn't hold it for longer than that. He's been consistent throughout this entire race, but he has not been able to find himself back to this lead. He's running the same pace as the leaders, as the leader ran a 34.2 to his 34.3. So he has the speed. But he needs a caution, and he needs one bad. Yeah,
he has speed. He does not have the time. That is over 14 seconds. He's got a gain. I don't see it happening. These guys are running so fast. Seems like everybody has equal playing field. Just too spread out. The green flag pit stops just sort of mixed everything up, and with few guys getting those pit road black flags, such as the 27 of Trevor, I mean, it's just hurting them. All in all, unfortunate, but yeah, the whole field is spread out. The next closest battle now is the 61 of Anthony and the 48 of Joe.
Yeah,
Anthony's having a great race.
Oh, a great Anthony Circle in this 61. He's battling with Joe Tardif right now, and Joe has the fresher tires. He has the tires that nobody else has. I mean, he came down pit lane at lap 79. He has 10 laps on fresher tires than most. And can he make it happen? We know that they have 2 extra sets of tires in the pits, but if a caution was to come out right now, do you pit with 24 laps to go?
If you have them, you're coming and getting them, in my opinion. How many do we think Joe can get here?
The sky's the limit for Joe Tardif in this 48, and he has to do this. He sees the 03 in front of him. He knows that if Jaden Gimbel wins this race, that it's game over. He's not in the playoffs. He can't race for the championship. but he can go jump James. That's the only person he needs to worry about on this racetrack is James Woodard in the 03. I know we haven't talked points all season, ladies and gentlemen, but tonight is crunch time. And for these two drivers, they have to hope it. They have to hope that this happens because one of them is out. But if Joe Tardif or James Woodard wins this race, Ethan Woodard gets himself in there as Ethan's not in the field tonight. He's losing a ton of points, but he's not losing enough to move positions. Joe continues to run the fastest laps on the entire field right now because of his tire situation. He just ran 0.7 of a second faster than the leader. It's good. And be honest, is Raise good? Raise Energy is the best energy drink on the market, and I stand by that as a man of my word. It is amazing. Head over to repsports.com. Use promo code VolsFan88 for free shipping. I promise you, you will never drink another energy drink again.
Yes, I can back him up on that. I had it over at local QT. I was like, hey, I should try this, sort of see what it is. Okay, guys have been talking about it. They've been affiliated by it. He is not wrong. It's the best thing, especially when you're ready to go out, get your day started. That's the best way I can think of getting it started. So good. In my opinion, it's actually better than coffee.
And I appreciate people going out there and get it. Please use promo code VolsFan88. Every bit that goes to repsports.com and comes back to me, we give back. We appreciate everything that people do. And I would not go out just to get some random sponsor to come here and affiliate themselves with me if I didn't truly believe in it. And I drink a Raise Energy every single morning. I was so tired my stomach, and it just made me crash at about noon after I would drink it going into work. But ever since I drank Raise Energy, you need one. And I mean one. I wake up at 7:30. I go to work. I drink one, and I'm instantly refreshed. I'm hydrated. I'm not crashing, and it lasts all day long. I'm drinking one right now, and you can still fall asleep on it. I love what it does, and I appreciate. He said, "I'm glad we've been introduced. I love supporting those who give back." That is the whole name of the game. You folks who tune into this stream each and every week are the heart and soul of the Wolf Pumps Truck Series and the heart and soul of VolsFan 88. We're not another streamer who comes out and just wants to benefit money-wise. You guys deserve it. You've earned the Twitch check that comes here every month or every 2 months whenever I get it. Y'all do it for us, and we do it for you. Fletcher's coming down pit road. Shocker. What? They're actually pitting again.
Yeah, I think I was off on the. They're just splitting this last run in half, basically. They didn't have enough to make it till the end, so they're gonna split it in half here and run it out.
5 seconds. 5 seconds is what happened here between Fletcher and Jaden. He pitted a lap sooner than Jaden. Is that a mistake on Jaden's part?
Yeah, Jaden needs to be almost right behind him. He's got to be on the same level. If not, that gap's just going to increase even more. As I say that, he got a hold of the wall. He better bring it down this time. No, that's going to hinder his speed even more. As you see that right side pushed up against that tire from previous experience, that is going to slow you down a lot. Tough break for him. But yeah, at this point, bring it on down. If you got that fast repair, use it on up.
Tough break for the 81 as he did get into the wall right there. That will slow his speed down. Oh my goodness. Throwing more wrenches into the fire. We have seen cautions at the end of these races. And I hope the commentator curse didn't happen. I'm knocking on wood right now. But Levi, you've been a part of these races. You've seen the caution flags wave towards the end of these races. That would shake this entire race up as a majority of the field is 1 lap down from 10th on back.
It happens a ton. Almost every race we have something towards the end where we're running green, white checkered or 5 or 6 laps at the end. I'm going to give you guys a hypothetical here too. Do you guys think that Jaden is actually 5 seconds worse than Fletcher on this run? I think he might be trying to save gas to get to the end here on fuel. What do you guys think about that?
That would definitely throw the wrench into the fire. But also look at the strategy going on. 7 laps fresher tires than the leader at the moment. Joe might be in the catbird seat. And like I said, Mama Vols, if you're still in the chat, or my wife, you have a college degree. I don't. I graduated homeschool. I don't do math. I don't do numbers. I work on cars for a living. Jaden Gimple down pit road right here. Joe Tardif's going to insert himself into the lead. Is 7 laps going to make the difference? Can Joe Tardif pull this win off? Because he is saving, and he is saving big time.
I think that makes a little more sense now on why a lot of these guys have backed up. I mean, we were originally thinking, what was it, about 40 laps they could get on gas? Well, I mean, ironically, Joe already come down pit road. He came down on lap 79. That's more than enough gas to get you to the end of this race. We could see an entire shake up of this all.
He should be able to make it. Would you say lap 79?
Yeah, he came down last 79.
Oh, it's so close.
Well, he's down to 136 miles an hour as he enters the corner. He is trying to figure it out as we have 13 laps remaining. As my wife tells me to hydrate, I will. I'll grab the Voodoo Raise Energy that you can find in the Variety Pack 2. I have learned the Variety Packs, and this is fantastic. If you're going to get one, get Variety Pack 2. It packs a punch.
Now, I recommend Voodoo. I also love Apollo. I don't know how much you love Apollo, but I think we can both agree on how amazing Galaxy Burst is. Oh, yeah, that one's freaking amazing.
I agree 100%. Joe Tardif lets Tommy DeLago back by. Fletcher's moved himself. He has a 15-second gap from him to Joe Tardif with 12 laps remaining, coming to 11. He's closing quick. Once again, not a math guy. But with this few laps remaining, 15 seconds is a ton, and he's running a second faster. When does the tires even out here, and will this slow Fletcher down?
I'm trying to do the math to see if Fletcher can catch him. I think he's got enough time to catch him.
13.7 seconds as they cross the start-finish line right here. And if he's catching him a second a lap, which right there, he caught him 2 seconds that time around. It's going to be close. If Joe Tardif can pull this win off, Ethan Woodard should be in the chat praying for a miracle that Joe gets this win, because that propels him into the championship 8, the race of 8 for the championship. It hasn't been done in many other leagues, but this one, we like to do things differently. 12.2 seconds separate the lead now, as Fletcher is a man on a mission to pull this win out. And I think Brad Kirby might be saving some fuel too, as he finds himself in third, and Jaden lost a ton of time. He is 25 seconds back in 6th.
I was just about to say, look at that lone Canadian sitting there up in third. I said he was going to finish within the top 3 tonight. Definitely not letting me down right now. But the question is, can that fuel go all the way alongside Joe?
Joe's praying for a miracle as long as Ethan Woodard is as well. Joe only has 8 and a half laps remaining. Now 8 1/4 separates himself from his first victory, and 10 seconds is the gap. He has to make up 10 seconds. We could be setting up for the closest finish in Wolf Pump's history tonight. Fans in the chat, who do you got? Do you think the 48 can stretch this? He's up 12 positions. Fletcher is evening out. He started second. He's running second. 9 seconds separates it. Brad Kirby comes down pit road, move 7 up to third. What a bounce back for 7. Bounced off the wall, and there he is. And yes, it is going to be close, but what is going to happen? 7 laps on the board. Count them 7. As the man in third, 8.9 is your gap to the leader. There's 7 in that ugly Chicago Cubs paint scheme. But all eyes are on the 48, guys. All eyes are on the lead. Can he do it in the season finale? Can he pull this win out?
I mean, that gap's not increasing as large as it was originally. Last time by, Joe ran a 35. Fletcher ran a 34-1. So you see that gap went from 2 seconds to 1 second. I think that the 24 of Fletcher just burned up all his tires trying to catch Joe versus being steady with him and slowly starting to catch him over time. But this is going to be a close finish. 6 laps to go. He's got 7 seconds. If he's catching him by a second, he's going to fall just short. But this just got interesting, Terry.
All right, Levi, if you're the 48, he's been running the middle line. Do you tell him to stay glued to that white? Does he stay to the bottom and save as much fuel as he can, as now it is even? It is 7 seconds on the dot as he is backing it down big time in these corners.
I'm calling it right now. The 24 is going to catch him. He is going to catch him. Joe should be up on that high line just trying to gain some momentum around the top of the track. I've been watching him about 3 laps here, and I think that Fletcher's going to catch him.
Just imagine the elation as he comes to 4 laps to go. He's rounding it off of turn number 4. The elation in the voice of Joe Tardif if he gets this win. Last week he sent a diecast car to Brad Kirby, and in 2 weeks from tonight, it is now 5 seconds. It gained up 2 there. If you tune in 2 weeks for the championship race, Joe's going to give some more diecast away. He has duplicates of aplenty. We're also going to be doing some giveaways on this stream as well. We're going to do some more gift cards to people. But 3 laps remaining, guys. The 48 is eyeballing it. I don't think the 24 has enough time. It is 5.4 seconds. Separates the top 2. 3 laps to go at Homestead. Can he pull this win off? And the points are going to be shaken.
Joe's just got to keep his errors to a minimum. He can't get too aggressive trying to push the car. I think he's got it.
Fletcher just ran a bad corner. That's going to hinder any time that he was making up. Man, if Joe can pull this off, what a strategy move by him. Getting off sequence and knowing how to run the fuel cycle and maximize it. What a move.
I can't remember, but was he one of the guys that came down later in the caution cycle? Did he pit before all this started?
Joe Tardif's last pit stop, lap 79. He has 1.5 laps remaining from himself in his first ever victory in the Wolf Pumps Truck Series. He's rounding it off turns 3 and 4. He can see the white flag is in the air. No caution tonight. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by BeefJerkyUnlimited.com. Head on over there for 15% off with promo code WOLFPACK to get all of the amazing beef jerky that they have. Joe Tardif can see victory coming down the back straightaway for the final time. He has Anthony Zirkle behind him. There's not push rule, but coming out of turns 3 and 4, Joe Tardif, the strategy man, the man who pitted later. Joe is coming to his first victory. Joe Tardif wins at Homestead.
How about that? What a season Joe has had. And to be able to walk away from this one saying, hey, you know what? That was me. I was number 1 this race. I bet he go back and watch this about 15 times. I'm sure he's ecstatic right now. Good job for that man right there.
Shout out, Joe. We thought we might be able to get you at 90, but good win.
Bad.
A lot of speed in it, which kind of helped the distance stay good.
Oh, my goodness.
Where you at?
The winner, Joe. It's Terry, Byron, and Levi, man. Do you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
How happy are you right now, Joe? You pitted on lap 79. How close were you on fuel, and are you going to burn this tire and the house down tonight?
I'm burning down now.
How much does this win mean to you?
It meant a lot, man. The truck was fast all night. We ended up playing strategy call with Dom. I had the speed with the leaders. I just needed something to go off sequence, and was able to save enough fuel. I still had about 3 or 4 to go in the tank.
Goodness. We were wondering, and the points shakeup is massive. If my memory serves me correct, this might have bumped Ethan Woodard out. So, Joe, congratulations on your win. And your whole team gets a huge victory tonight. Congratulations, Byron. You get a very disappointed P number 2, Fletcher.
Well, Fletcher, man, you just came up short. And by short, I mean about 3.5 seconds, man. So close, so there. You were out in the lead for almost the entire race. Walk us through those last few heartbreaking laps, man.
Yeah, definitely bummed. First off, I gotta give a huge shout out to Levi. I mean, without him, I definitely wouldn't have had any pace in this race. He definitely helped me see the line, and kind of bummed that he couldn't make it tonight due to some conflicting things getting into here. But definitely had, I think, the fastest truck right next to Jay, and had a good strategy going. Abram kind of pointed out to me that these guys were stretching fuel, and so we tried to short pit at 90 and thought maybe we could get up there, and I needed probably 2 more laps to get there. I was definitely gaining on him. I needed to gain about 2 seconds a lap, so it's just out of the way of possibility. But bummed, but still happy to get a top 3.
Well, coming in top 3, yes, you finished second. I'm going to take a second here and talk about points. You, I believe, do have a win this season, if I am correct, right?
I have 2. Yep.
There you go. So that puts you in the running for the mystery track that's going to pop up in 2 weeks. You know, next week, what are you going to sort of practice? You going to practice just about anything possible and expect the unexpected?
I think I'm just gonna kind of wait it out, and I kind of always kind of jump in at the last second, see what I can learn real quick, and kind of feed off some other guys to see what's fast. But I think I'll have a shot. I think I always do when I get out here, but you know, Joe definitely had the best strategy today, and congrats to him for a win and his team.
Well, there you go. That is the 24 of Fletcher Quigley, just falling short tonight.
And Levi, you got your pick. 7 finishing in the P3 position tonight.
7, good run tonight. I was proud of you out there. First couple runs, I saw you were up on the wall a little bit, but cleaned it up throughout the race and ended up bringing home P3. Great job. How did the car feel for you tonight?
Yeah, thank you, man. Honestly, in the beginning, I was feeling really good. Those cautions kind of were helping me out just because the pit strategy was gonna be real rough. Man, I was going into the wall. Just man, I just fucked up, boys.
Oh.
I was going into the wall, struggling.
Yeah, I mean,
no, that's all. After I pit the first time, the second run, I was really slow on that outside, and then hit the wall eventually, trying to gain some speed. Third run, kind of cleaned it up a little bit. Fourth run, didn't have the speed, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it happens to the best of us, but you got to win the season. You're locked into the playoffs. How are you feeling about your chances?
Man, Fletcher, he's been fast the last couple weeks. You, surprisingly, we're not here tonight. So, like, you've been fast the last couple weeks. It's going to be a really good competition going into this.
It is going to be an awesome championship, and I'm looking forward to seeing you out there.
Yeah. Shout out everyone coming out to watch. Shout out sponsors. Shout out Wolf Pumps. And thank you guys for commentating.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was your top 3. Do me a giant favor. We're going to start the raid on Podium Esports right here. I want you to know where you can tune in next week. Next Wednesday night at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, around the same time we go live right here on Volsfan 88. You're going to tune in. You're going to hear me right there on their channel calling the Retro 500 qualifying race. Show them some Wolf Pumps love and show them they will not be disappointed with the amount of people that are going to come in and watch. So we're going to start the raid. Make sure you hit the raid now button with me. Come with me to this raid as we end the stream. Thank you to Levi. Thank you to Byron. Thank you to all of our sponsors, all the people in the chat, the people who have subscribed, who has followed. You guys are awesome. We love you. We'll see you in 2 weeks for the championship race from the mystery track that we don't know, for giveaways, diecast, gift cards, raised merchandise, you name it. It is an all-star throwdown giveaway night. Tell your friends we love you. We're going to start this raid. Make sure you come with me.